All right, get ready, because today we are going deep into something I know a lot of you have requested, and that is creating your own AI assistant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, pretty cool, right?
Very cool.
It's not just about using AI anymore.
Right.
We're talking about building the brains behind it,
Yeah.
and we've got a ton of resources here
Okay.
covering all kinds of assistants, from personal assistants to wrangle your schedule to chatbots for your website.
I see.
Even AI tutors, meeting managers.
Really?
So get ready to be inspired.
I'm excited. This is fascinating
Mm.
because it feels like a real shift from passive consumption to active creation.
Yeah.
We're not just taking what's given,
Yeah.
we're shaping the technology ourselves.
Absolutely. That's what I love about this.
Yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
let's back up for a second. For anyone who's not totally immersed in the AI world,
Right.
how would you explain what an AI assistant actually?
Yes. So imagine a program that understands and responds to you in natural language.
Yeah.
Like you're talking to a friend.
Uh-huh.
It processes what you say or type,
Right.
figures out your intent, and then takes action or provides information.
Okay.
So it's like having a super smart helper that's always learning and getting better.
So it's like Siri or Alexa on steroids, but we get to design the steroids ourselves.
You got it.
Sign me up. So what kind of tech wizardry makes this whole thing tick?
Well, it all comes down to three powerful technologies.
Okay.
Natural language processing, which is NLP,
Okay.
machine learning,
Uh-huh.
and generative models.
Okay, break those down for me.
Okay, so NLP is like the AI's ears and eyes,
Uh-huh.
allowing it to interpret human language.
Okay.
Machine learning is the brain, enabling the AI to learn from its interactions and improves its responses.
I'm picturing this AI with ears and eyes and a brain now.
Yeah.
What about the voice?
Yeah.
How does it actually generate those human-like responses?
That's where generative models come in.
Okay.
Specifically, those like GPT, they're incredibly good at creating text that sounds natural, almost as if a human wrote it.
Okay.
And the cool thing is these technologies can work with both text and voice.
Uh-huh.
So you have a lot of flexibility in how you design your assistant's interactions.
So we're talking chatbots, voice assistants, or a hybrid of both.
Exactly.
The possibilities are making my head spin a little.
No.
But let's get practical here.
Okay.
If someone is listening to this, itching to start building, what tools are out there? Do you need to be like a coding ninja to even attempt this?
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
There are options for every skill level.
Okay.
We've got no-code, low-code platforms that are visual and super user-friendly.
Okay.
And then we have tools for programmers who want to get their hands dirty with code.
All right, so break it down for us.
Okay.
Let's start with those no-code options.
Yeah.
What can someone realistically build without needing a computer science degree?
Well, a great example is Google's Dialogflow.
Okay.
It lets you build chatbots with voice and text interactions using a drag-and-drop interface.
Oh, wow.
So you can design conversation flows and train your AI without writing a single line of code.
So if someone had a small business,
Yeah.
they could actually create a chatbot for their website without needing to hire a developer.
Exactly.
That's amazing. And what about for folks who want to leverage the power of advanced language models like ChatGPT?
Yeah, there's the ChatGPT API.
Oh.
You can integrate this into your projects with minimal coding,
Okay.
giving your AI those impressive language capabilities.
Okay, so ChatGPT is like the celebrity of the AI world right now.
I know, right?
So being able to tap into that is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But what about the hardcore coders out there?
Right.
What would you recommend for them?
Well, if you're comfortable with Python, combining that with the OpenAI API gives you a direct line to some of the most advanced AI models available.
I see.
This is where you can really customize your assistant's behavior in very intricate ways.
So we've got options for beginners and experts.
Yep.
This is starting to feel like something anyone could actually do.
Yeah.
So now let's get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Our sources outline 6 key steps to create an AI assistant.
All right.
And I want to walk through each one so our listener can start brainstorming.
Sounds good.
Step 1 is all about purpose.
Okay.
What will your AI actually do?
You nailed it.
Okay.
This is where you define the problem your AI will solve or the need it will fulfill.
Right.
Will it be a hyper-organized personal assistant, a witty chatbot that brings personality to your website, maybe an AI tutor that specializes in teaching astrophysics?
Okay.
Let your imagination run wild.
I love it. We're already getting those creative juices flowing.
Good.
Once you've got that brilliant idea.
Yeah.
Step 2 is choosing the right technology.
Right.
So what factors should someone consider here?
Well, this is where you select the brain power behind your AI.
Okay.
Will you use a pre-trained model like
Yeah.
GPT, Gemini, or Llama? Or will you go the custom route and build your own using tools like the OpenAI API? The choice depends on your project's complexity and your technical skills.
Okay, so you've got the purpose and the tech figured out.
Yeah.
Now, step 3 is where the real magic happens, training.
Yes.
This is where you become the teacher, shaping your AI's responses.
It's like molding a young mind, except this mind is digital.
Yeah.
This stage involves fine-tuning the AI's responses to align with your specific goals and feeding it a relevant database to learn from.
Right.
Think of it as giving your AI a crash course in whatever you want it to be an expert in.
This is what I find so fascinating.
Yeah.
You get to handpick the knowledge and personality of your AI.
Yeah,
It's like raising a little digital prodigy.
it really is.
Okay, what about step 4?
Okay.
How do we make sure our AI doesn't sound like a robotic script reader?
Well, step 4 is all about creating natural interactions.
Okay.
We want our AI to feel conversational and engaging.
Right.
This is where we introduce elements like contextual memory, allowing the AI to remember past interactions and respond in a way that makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
If you ask your AI what you talked about 5 minutes ago, you want it to remember,
Right.
not start the conversation from scratch.
Exactly.
That's a key part of making it feel human.
It is.
What about the final steps?
All right, steps 5 and 6 are all about testing, optimizing, and deploying your creation.
Okay.
This is where you put your AI through its paces, identify any quirks,
Right.
fine-tune its performance,
Yeah.
and finally, you unleash it into the world,
Unleash it.
ready to fulfill its purpose.
That's a whirlwind tour of the creation process.
It is.
We've gone from an AI assistant to the steps involved in actually building one.
Yeah,
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling incredibly inspired right now.
me too. It's really just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much more to explore in the world of AI assistants.
Mhm.
But the key takeaway here
Yeah.
is that you don't need to be a tech genius to get started.
Yeah.
With the right resources and a little
Yeah.
bit of creativity, anyone can create something truly amazing.
Well said. In the next part,
Okay.
we'll take a closer look at the different types of AI assistants out there
Right.
and dive deeper into some of the specific tools and techniques you can use to bring your own AI vision to life. So stay tuned.
Looking forward to it.
Welcome back, everybody. I am still buzzing from that first part. It's incredible to think that we can actually build these AI assistants ourselves.
I know. It's pretty amazing.
But now I kind of want to dive into the different types of AI assistants out there,
Okay.
because our sources cover a whole spectrum, and
Yeah.
it really showcases how this technology is revolutionizing so many aspects of our lives.
It really is. It really is.
So let's start with the rock star,
Right.
the personal assistant.
Right.
We all know Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant.
Right.
They're practically household names at this point.
They are.
So what are some of the key things that make these personal assistants tick?
Well, I think they're masters of organization and convenience.
Okay.
They help us manage our calendars, set reminders, control smart home devices,
Right.
play music, even answer those random trivia questions that pop into our heads.
Yeah.
They're always there, ready to lend a helping hand,
Right.
or at least a digital voice.
It's like having a super efficient personal secretary, but you don't have to pay them a salary.
Exactly.
I'm sold.
Yeah.
Okay, what about chatbots?
Okay.
Where are we seeing those pop up in the real world?
I think chatbots are becoming a staple in customer service.
Okay.
You see them on websites,
Huh.
in messaging apps, even integrated into social media platforms.
I see.
They can handle simple inquiries,
Okay.
provide 24/7 support,
Yeah.
and guide users through complex processes, all without human intervention.
So instead of waiting on hold for hours, I can just chat with the bot
Right.
and get my questions answered instantly.
Exactly.
That's a win in my book.
Definitely.
What about the business world? How are AI assistants shaking things up there?
Well, I think business assistants are all about streamlining operations
Okay.
and boosting efficiency.
Okay.
They can automate tasks like scheduling meetings, generating reports,
Yeah.
even analyzing data to help companies make more informed decisions.
Oh, wow.
They're like tireless employees who never complain about working overtime.
So not just time savers,
Right.
but potentially like game changers
Yeah,
when it comes to strategy and productivity.
absolutely.
It sounds like these AI assistants are infiltrating every industry.
They really are.
What about education?
Oh, interesting.
Any cool applications there?
Definitely. We're seeing the rise of AI tutors that provide personalized learning experiences.
Oh,
They can adapt to each student's pace,
okay.
offer customized feedback,
Mm-hmm.
and even identify areas where a student might need extra help.
I see.
It's like having a personal tutor available 24/7.
That could be revolutionary for students who learn differently
Right.
or need more individualized support.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited to see how AI tutoring evolves.
Me too. Me too.
What about healthcare?
Oh.
How are AI assistants impacting that field?
Healthcare is fascinating because AI assistants are being developed to assist doctors in diagnosing diseases, monitoring patients' vital signs,
Yeah,
and even providing mental health support.
I see.
They can analyze massive data sets to identify patterns that humans might miss
Uh-huh.
and offer insights that lead to better treatment decisions.
So we're not just talking about improving efficiency.
Right.
We're talking about potentially saving lives.
Yeah,
That's a whole other level of impact.
it really is.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, a little bit mind-blowing to think about how far AI has come.
Yeah.
So where do you see this technology heading in the next few years?
It's really hard to say, for
Yeah.
sure. But what's clear is that AI is going to continue to evolve at an incredible pace.
Yeah.
I think we'll likely see even more personalized and sophisticated assistants emerge, capable of handling increasingly complex tasks
Uh-huh.
and seamlessly integrating into our lives.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's an exciting time to be at the forefront of this technological revolution.
I completely agree. I think we've covered so many different types of AI assistants.
We have.
And it's clear that the possibilities are practically limitless.
They are.
But before we wrap up this section,
Right.
I want to shift gears for a moment and talk about tools.
All right.
In the last part, we touched on no-code, low-code platforms
Right.
and tools for programmers.
Yeah.
Can we dive a little deeper into some specific examples?
Absolutely. On the no-code side, we have platforms like Dialogflow,
Uh,
which we mentioned earlier,
right.
that allow you to build conversational interfaces without writing any code.
Right.
It's a visual platform where you can drag, drop, and connect different elements
Okay.
to create your AI's conversational flow.
So it's like building with digital Lego blocks.
Yes, exactly.
You can create something complex and impressive without needing to be a coding expert.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's amazing.
It is.
What about tools for programmers?
Okay, so for programmers,
Yeah.
languages like Python are commonly used for AI development.
Okay.
There are also libraries like TensorFlow and PyTorch that offer pre-built functions and structures for building neural networks and other AI models.
Wow, it sounds like there's a whole ecosystem of tools out there,
There is.
from beginner-friendly platforms to advanced programming libraries.
Absolutely.
So, do you have any tips for someone who's just starting to explore these tools? What's a good entry point?
I'd recommend starting with a simple project,
Okay.
like building a basic chatbot.
Uh-huh.
This will give you a chance to familiarize yourself with the tools and concepts without getting overwhelmed.
Right.
There are tons of online tutorials and resources available,
Yeah.
so don't be afraid to jump in and experiment.
That's great advice. It's easy to get intimidated by the complexity of AI.
It is.
But starting small and gradually building your skills is a great way to approach it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, in the final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
we're going to kind of switch gears and talk about a different type of tool,
Okay.
your mindset.
Oh, interesting.
We'll explore the importance of approaching AI development with intention, purpose,
Mhm.
and a focus on creating something truly valuable.
I like it.
So stay with us. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into AI assistants.
It's been a journey.
Yeah, it has.
It really has.
It's been incredible so far, from like understanding the basics
Okay.
to exploring the different types,
Yeah.
even getting hands-on with tools.
Yeah.
But now I want to shift gears a bit and talk about something equally important, and that's your mindset.
Oh, interesting.
You know,
Yeah.
we've covered the technical side,
Right.
but the human element is just as crucial.
Absolutely.
Like, what's your intention behind creating an AI assistant?
Right.
What kind of impact do you hope to make?
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of the technology itself. But ultimately, it's about using this power for something meaningful.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not just building an assistant.
Right.
You're creating a tool that could potentially change lives, solve problems, or even inspire others.
Yeah, it's not just about building something cool. It's about building something that benefits humanity
Absolutely.
and that requires careful consideration, ongoing reflection,
Yeah.
and a willingness to ask tough questions along the way.
I think one question I always encourage developers to ask themselves is,
Yeah.
would I be comfortable with my AI being used by everyone?
Oh, wow.
including people with different perspectives, beliefs, and backgrounds.
Yeah.
If the answer is no, then it might be time to reevaluate your approach.
That's a powerful litmus test.
Yeah, it
It
is.
really forces you to think about like the broader implications of your work
Yeah,
and make sure that you're creating something inclusive
right.
and beneficial for all.
Exactly.
Now, before we get too philosophical, I want to circle back to something we discussed earlier,
Okay.
which is the sheer variety of AI assistants out there.
Right.
It's incredible to see how this technology is being applied in so many different fields,
Yeah.
from healthcare to education to business.
It's amazing. And what's even more exciting is
Yeah.
that we're only scratching the surface
Oh, yeah.
of what's possible.
Absolutely.
As AI continues to evolve, we're going to see even more creative and innovative applications emerge.
Right.
And I can't wait to see what the future holds.
It's a golden age of AI innovation.
It is.
And the best part is it's not just limited to like tech giants or
Right.
research labs.
Absolutely.
Anyone with an idea and the willingness to learn can join this movement
Yeah.
and contribute something unique.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of this technology.
Yeah.
It's democratizing innovation, empowering individuals to create solutions that address the specific needs of their communities or even the world at large.
So if you're listening to this and you have an idea for an AI assistant that you are passionate about,
Yeah.
don't let anything hold you back.
Right.
Dive in, explore the resources available, connect with other AI enthusiasts, and start building. Who knows, maybe your creation will be the next huge thing that changes the world.
That's right. And even if it doesn't change the world,
Right.
the process of creating something new,
Yeah.
learning new skills, pushing the boundaries of what's possible, that's incredibly rewarding in itself.
Well said. It has been an absolute blast diving deep into the world of AI assistance with you.
Same here.
I hope our listeners are feeling just as inspired and empowered as I am.
Me too. And remember, the future of AI isn't predetermined.
Yeah.
It's something we're all shaping together.
Right.
One line of code, one creative spark,
Yeah.
one ethical decision at a time.
So go out there, build something amazing, and let's create a future where AI empowers us, connects us, and helps us make the world a better place.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.